Hello, BigHoles Nation. Welcome. Oh,
Welcome.
it's we've only done one other public YouTube BigHoles CardWars related stream, I think. It'd be hard for us to do a non-BigHoles related stream, I think, but uh today as a
Hello, BigHoles Nation.
oh, it's
Welcome.
looping. The audio's looping for
Oh,
me. Hold on.
welcome.
Great.
Are
Um
you kidding me?
yeah, thank you, Grant. I appreciate
Are
your
you
support.
serious right now? No.
Let's get
Welcome,
off whole
everybody.
cat.
We've got if my tabs would change. We've got some cool stuff to cover today. Um there's a lot of things that aren't being showcased in the videos. Some more technical stuff, some combat up improvements, quality of life changes that we thought we'd go over on a stream with you guys just because it'd be a little bit easier to answer everyone's questions, and we can do a little bit of a play test and try and cover as much ground as possible.
Yeah, so just as a result of videos being way more tailored to specific things and them being about the elements, a lot of the rapid progress we've been making has just not, I mean, there's not enough time to put all of it in the videos. And there was some stuff I talked about in the corn video and the one before that, that at the end were sort of touched on the stuff we were making progress on. And then that stuff quickly became outdated. Like where we revamped so much stuff and the setup and land selection and deck building does technically exist now, although there is not enough cards to deck build. That's the only actual limiting factor, is that I haven't made enough cards for each deck to have um, a reason why you would do that. So you kind of just you choose your lands. There are things that are correlated to your lands that get put into your deck as a result of that, and then all the other cards you kind of put them together into the deck.
Oh, a great question already. Are you going to make it a physical board game? That's our priority right now. We're doing everything in Tabletop Sim. You'll be able to play everything in Tabletop Sim for free when the game's done. But before we complete a video game, before we do anything else, physical board game. That's our entire goal here. It's not going to be all fancy and holographic, but no, he isn't.
um
Probably. What are you talking about? Why? What? I was just having this discussion where everyone answers things for me. No, it's gonna happen. It's our priority,
Yes,
actually.
that is our priority.
Message rejected.
We appreciate the
Thank you.
oh boy. Okay. So I figure while we're like kind of starting at this beginning point, I'd show you, aside from actual physical game changes, I did a ton of cleaning up on this thing. I made the background white. I've play tested with some people who say they absolutely hate it. Personally, I quite like it. I find it easy on the eyes, but for the playtest, I can have it whatever you guys want, right? But the board is way bigger, obviously. Things are a lot cleaner. There are the structure pieces. There's a bag that contains the individual ones. If you played the playtest, you'd know this stuff. There's a bag that now contains these individual ones because this one is a stated, like an object with states, and you can like scroll through whichever one you want. And so instead of having a ton of pieces on the board, you're like, oh, I want the church. There's no church, but this is a church. Sure.
So we're not planning on getting the licenses for it. Quite frankly, it would be almost impossible. With right now on Kickstarter with Cryptozoic, that the company that just did the 10-year anniversary, using the name Card Wars. As much as it is not the game Card Wars that we all are here for, it would be almost impossible to get the rights to the name for it with Cryptozoic using the exact same name under the same licensing. Um,
And
3 months ago.
personally, I think it kind of, in my opinion, I think it would be kind of pointless. Where the game, we're trying to create the game of Card Wars, not so that you guys can play it, not so that you guys can like, I'm not concerned personally about the branding and the visuals in that way, because the thing I'm trying to make is the experience of the game. And on top of the fact that even if we did get the license and pursue it, they'd be taking a gigantic cut, and there would be a ton of limitations, right? They would hold us accountable for certain brand. What's the way of putting this? Like, if you put Adventure Time stuff in there, they'd look at it and be like, you know, I don't think this character would do that. I don't think you could show this character doing that, or I think you should put this in the game. Like there are chances in which they might put their hand in because we're now dealing with a license that they have control over. And
Right.
the only thing we would be getting is the ability to, you know, make the game look like this and called Card Wars and all that. But at the end of the day, I mean, all that stuff is kind of superficial.
And what else are we going through?
Is there an ad
Well,
break right now? Should we be answering questions? I don't know how YouTube ads work.
I have no idea how they work. Tried to say no ads.
I don't think, like, you can't do it on Twitch. I assume you can't do it on YouTube for the same reason. It doesn't make.
That's stupid. I apologize if you're getting ads. That was not my intention. So what we have some names that we've picked out that we have in mind right now, but we haven't landed on anything just yet. And we will, like, we've already done corn as an element. Like when you see us play the game in a short few minutes, you'll see that we're using a corn deck. So it's not that we're getting rid of, you know, a lot of the aspects of Card Wars. It's just that the name is going to change.
Yeah.
Yeah, ad block. Please use ad block, people. If you don't have ad block downloaded, please use it. Yeah, we're answering questions. There's actually the best way to get your questions answered is to drop a question in our questions page in our Discord. So if you're in our Discord right now, you know, go ahead and just drop a question in there. I will have a way easier time answering them because we're gonna try and go through setup phase here to show you guys how the new setup phase works. Obviously, this would also include an existing deck that you've already built, so you're probably not going to have to do this every game you play once the game's finished because you'll just have your go-to deck that you're going to want to play. But for the way that the game is currently set up, because you want to try out a bunch of different things, this is how setup's going to work. So, Caleb, it's your POV. Go ahead.
Am I going over the setup? I was going to answer some questions quickly.
So,
So,
go over setup first here.
okay. So you select your land cards as your primary thing, where you start out here. So we got corn. Let me move all these out of the way. There are several land cards for each one. You can have duplicates, but there are 5, I guess, unique ones. And aside from having individual effects like the crop circle, you can summon a big guy. The reap field makes it so when creatures die there, you add a husk to your hand. The sowed soil endlessly creates little feedlings. Corn stalks mean that creatures you control there can only take damage like in combat, so they can't be killed with spells. And then the cornfield doesn't do anything, but it adds certain things to your deck. So aside from their individual functions, they have setup things and deck things. This one has deck, add 2 walkers, and setup, add 1 walker. So the wording there is a little bit weird. This is the clunkiest part right now, but there is this. This is a walker. So I have it set up so it's just that one word. So if I want to create a variant, so like jungle walker, which doesn't make any sense for the corn element, but then I could insert that into the game without having to reword the land around that, and I could essentially insert an alternate to that. So this is going to add 2 of these to your deck, and these things are bad. These guys aren't very good. You don't want these in your deck, but that's because this land, which, you know, I don't know, I've been told actually it's not as good as I thought it was. I'm not very good at balancing things, so it'll probably get a buff. You get these 2 guys in your deck, and then at the start of the game setup, you have 1 walker. So you put it's like, this is my this is where I start with my setup. This one, I add a basic structure. We'll deal with that in a sec. Sowed soil adds a feedling and a basic structure to your setup. The feedlings are actually here. There's a feedling in my setup. This one adds a champion. A lot of these things don't have art, so just, you know, bear with me because I'm trying to make this stuff quickly for you guys. And a basic structure. And then this either adds 2 knights and 1 moonlight to my deck, or a stalker and 2 farmers. So I want, let's go for a stalker and 2 farmers. So the stalker has actual colored art.
Thank you, Spider's Accident.
Yeah, by Spider's Accident. The ability is a little. I was very. I like the ability concept a lot, and I was like, you know what? I want this to be this. Essentially, he exists in all your cornfields simultaneously, but you know, it gets a little much and confusing given a bunch of circumstances. So, you know, that's gonna change. And then what does it add to your setup? A wheelbarrow or a squire? I want the squire is kind of broken, and the wheelbarrow is also kind of broken, but I'll put the wheelbarrow. And then these are my setup things, right? Squire, champion, feedling, walker, structure. Yes. And then
So which lands are you choosing? All of them? Or four of them?
I guess I just read through 5, didn't I? Yeah, so
Yep, you did.
we'll ignore this one. I'll just do this. I mean, I'm kind of just demonstrating more than I'm building a deck I
Right,
want to use, I suppose. But
right.
I put all these out wherever I want them.
And
And
then for demonstration purposes, I have also done the same. I have not, but let's just say that I did. Because
okay,
your opponent would choose these at the same, or place these down at the same time as you would.
yes. So then these are the base cards, not including the spawn cards. And I shuffle these together as my deck. If there was more cards, you'd like select which ones you want. You put these cards that come from the deck, from the lands, in there, and you shuffle them, and that's your deck. And then these cards are your setup cards. So you're like, okay, I want my wheelbarrow to be here, my fork champion and my wastewalker to be here, and my feedling to be here. And then at the start of your game, that's what this will look like. But these things also add basic structures. So this adds a basic structure, this adds a basic structure, and this does not. So this setup, I'd have 2 basic structures. They are maybe in this stack. Old windmill, empty storehouse, and ancient stones. The coloring on these words is vestigial, so don't worry about that. The basic structures have no abilities, except when they die, there is an effect that triggers that is actively bad. It like harms you negatively. So you have to put these things down, one on the land, where it's like, okay, I want the old windmill and the empty storehouse. And then so you have, okay, like this. These things are forced onto your field, so you have to defend them. They're essentially just like things that make you care about board positioning, so you can't just invade frivolously or spread you guys out however you want. You have to think about your structures a little bit. And allow this setup. I mean, I've only got 2. If you ever have none because of your lands chosen, you have to add 2. So sometimes it's better to add a land that gives you 1, because otherwise you'll have to have 2. But you now have this way of having your base setup being based on your deck and non-random. So you every game, if you had your custom corn deck, you'd know this is how I always set my deck up. You know, I always have these in my setup. The lands, the pieces, and the structures. You can organize them however you want. You know, even though the feedling comes from this land here, you don't have to put the feedling here. I guess you could, obviously, but you don't have to. That, I think, was a functional explanation of how the setup
Yeah.
currently works.
And all I'd add is that, you get your pieces out, and this is effectively what your board state's going to look like before you've even started playing the game. So it's going to, if you're looking from an outsider's perspective with no idea how this game works, it looks like this game's already in progress. But these are some fairly simple creatures that play into your advantages pretty well without doing a ton on their own. So you're not going to be able to win immediately as soon as you put down another creature. And Doors is going to go through this. This is not unique to Corn either. Doors go through the same land selection process. And then you'll put down all your basic structures and creatures, and you'll get everything onto your field. And as Caleb has already mentioned, the only reason lands contribute to your deck building, but one of the big things is that the only reason you can't actually build a deck yet is we don't have enough cards for you to have multiple options yet. But other than that, your initial deck building will start with lands, and then you'll be able to pick the rest of your cards. So that, I think that just about covers setup here.
Yeah.
I'll answer a
So,
couple of questions.
and the idea behind these structures in general is they are negative to you. They are also element specific. So these things that come with this one have things that, like, this one discards a husk from your hand. So you'd only have this basic structure if you had corn cards, because obviously it's impossible to have that if you don't have the corn land, and they work as like a mini counteract. But I also, for a while, and I mean, for the people who played it in the playtest, you look at the board in the show, and at the start of the game, it's all full up of structures. And when you play the game, how it was and how we'd been testing before this, the board was mostly just creatures, and then you'd eventually dot in a structure every now and again. And I felt like it was wasting a lot of the space. And on top of that, it just looks way cooler to have a board that starts with like 2 to 4 structures already on it to fill up that space. But in a game in which you have 3 creatures on the field that all have unique abilities, and then lands that have unique abilities, if you add 3 to 4 structures to the game that each have unique abilities, that's way too much information. So, these structures, they don't do anything until they're destroyed.
So
And yes, I've got little meeples.
I'll answer a couple questions related to setup here, and then a couple questions from the Discord. So you will be able to use multiple elements, and towards the end of August, early September, we're going to have an official alpha playtest with elements, our new updated combat system, whatever. And we more than encourage you guys to mix elements together. We'll have to find a set deck total so that you are actually able to build a deck with multiple elements. But that'll be taken care of before the playtest goes live. But we haven't done any multiple element testing, and that's part of what we're trying to get figured out with this next playtest is how well is this going to work? What level of balancing are we going to need to do to make it work, etc. And let's see, what else do we have based around this? Nothing that we haven't already covered. All right.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm going to move to the Discord here real quick, starting with Flare Diesel. There have not been any changes to the economy system. And the reason there haven't been any changes to the economy system is because we haven't touched it. It will need a complete overhaul to effectively work with what we've done right now. But there is still a general intention of keeping it in the game. It just needs to work a lot differently now that we have improved upon everything else. Caleb, I think I can have you answer the next question.
The next question in the Discord.
Yeah, if you had to either hide in a dirt hole in the ground or a cave system, which would you hide in?
Well, I mean, a dirt hole. I mean, if I'm going to make an Adventure Time reference, I wouldn't want to be in the dirt hole. And otherwise, I probably wouldn't because it's too moist. I've got bad skin, and I feel like I'd grow mold or something. So I'd rather be in. I mean, I know stone caves are pretty moist too. You're underground, still packed in with dirt, but I think that I'd be a little bit safer given the stone environment.
Good answer. Moving on. So out of the elements chosen so far, which are you most excited to work on? I think you can answer this one as well.
I'm most excited to work on. Oh boy, I have only a few vague ideas for some of the ones that I haven't started on, and I think some of them will be very funny. We're working on lizard holes right now, which we're trying to figure out this like horde concept. So a while back, I made in one of the videos, I made a little list of what each element was going to pertain to, and it said swapping for lizard holes because that's just what the mind hole lizard did in the beta. But this has completely changed, and now the mind hole lizard isn't going to be like the main focus of the deck. He's still going to be in there, and he's still going to do that same thing, I'm pretty sure, or at least something very similar. But the main part of the deck is, as discussed in a member stream, actually, there are creatures in your discard pile are like underground, they're not dead, and lizard holes can be used to pull them up out from your graveyard again. So you can kind of have this self-sustaining horde where your creatures can like burrow underground and like discard themselves and like bring themselves back up. But we started from that idea, and then like last night we were like talking for like 3 hours, like trying to figure out exactly how it would work. And like we went through so many revisions, but we're still kind of around this like idea that there are these hordes of creatures that can essentially be like brought back up out of the discard pile forever. So that like I mean I don't know. I could go into detail if you want about like the specifics of how we're working on that, but it's kind of getting a
Nah.
little complicated. Uh, the one thing that we have kind of settled on with that is that there would be a new keyword called swarm, which was, at least for me, inspired by the Tyranids in Warhammer, where essentially there's a bunch of little cards that are like they're okay, right? They're little weaklings, and they are unable to act on their own. This will be the little guy. So there's like you have like 5 of these, but like they can't move on their own. They can't attack on their own. They need to have another thing, and then when this thing acts, they get pulled along with it. So if you destroy the main thing, these guys are just like nothing, and that would counteract the potential card advantage and horde swarm advantage of a deck with lots of creatures, because these creatures are almost like buffs to one creature more than they are individual creatures. You can't split them up to have them do things on their own. You can't have like this general wide invasion. You have to have them kind of clumped and working alongside a non-swarm creature. Oh, okay. And with so much iteration, but we're trying to figure out exactly. So it might not. I think the swarm thing is going to stay, but beyond that, we're still kind of trying to figure this out, right?
We're gonna slide in one more question here before we move on to probably some combat stuff. Uh, is there going to be well, the question, I think, now that there's more people here, is there are multiple that cover the same thing. Plans for future physical or video game development, and then is there going to be a printable table of all cards and their art, like old uncut Pokemon card sheets, for people who want to print and make physical copies of the game? So, from what I'll say, and I'm sure a few of you have been here since I answered this last, but the physical game is our number one priority right now. We're communicating with distributors, trying to figure out pricing to get the price down for you guys, trying to make everything affordable, make sure we can get everything done in a reasonable amount of time. But there will be a physical game. It'll have a board, it'll have some standard minifigure pieces, and it will have all the cards that you need for each element. Uh, so right now that's our goal. I don't know if we're going to do a printable version. I don't really see why not, but we'll have to think about how much time that will take and um, if it's going to
Well,
be something that we're able to do.
if we have a tabletop simulator thing, every file in it is accessible. So I
Also
mean,
true.
it doesn't. We might as well just give people the set of files. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. If you want to print your own, that's totally fine.
Thank you, Jay. Okay, so I think that's it for questions right now. I think if you want to do setup again and to build a deck that you actually might want to play, I will do the same thing, and we can start showing off the new combat once we kind of get into the game a little bit here.
Okay.
Answer any questions along the way.
Grant is better than me at Card Wars, so Grant's probably gonna win. Just so you guys know.
Uh,
All right. I will. Let's just do a nice double sowed soil, and I want a cornfield. Oh,
get this out of here.
you know what? I might just do another
Get
sowed
this out of
soil.
here. I won't do
Yeah.
the funny broken thing. Don't worry.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I
This
won't do the
game,
funny busted
we're
broken thing.
honestly, we're getting to a point where it's decently balanced. But as soon as we add a third deck, and we haven't been testing
Well,
with mixed elements, so we've obviously very much encouraged you guys to do that when the playtest comes out. But man,
there are some game breaking combos for
yeah,
sure.
we're
For sure.
ironing all
Um,
that out. Is 2 nights.
let's see.
2 nights, 1 moonlight, and then these just add feedlings and nothing to my deck. Oh, but these all add. We need 3 basic structures. Okay. 3 basic structures. These all go away. These create a deck. 25 cards. These are my spawn cards. We're not going to make a seal deck seal. I am reading them. At least you know what? I'll give you I promise you I will at least vaguely consider putting a seal in some deck. I'll make a passing thought to it. Okay. And these start with I forgot I need to rewind time.
No.
Fine.
No.
Fine. We'll unrewind time. If I go games search
so
and now I just like pull out of here until I get the one I need. Nope. 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 Nope.
What are you doing?
Nope.
Can you not search for anything?
No, they're all just called deck.
Oh, okay, got it.
Here we go. This is the one I need.
All right.
I need a. I'll just do a wheelbarrow because. Well. I guess because the cob cower doesn't really work anymore unless he's just a 2/2. So I'll just do the wheelbarrow for the sake of simplicity. Wheelbarrow.
All right.
I want. One thing I'm gonna do, one thing I'm probably gonna do, that isn't 100% show accurate, by the way, just for ease of visuals, is I kind of want to make the front of the cards have slightly different colors for like the type of card they are. I mean, it'll help when they have art, but like colored art. But just to be able to look at your board and be like, there's the lands, these are the structures, these are the creatures. Man, I really want to be able to do that. You have no idea.
Deck elements for development are lizard holes, crystals, corn, and doors. We're going to be showing you corn and doors right now. Are you guys going to make more detailed creatures and buildings? Do you mean minifigures or art pieces? And then what else? If lands have starting buildings on them as a disadvantage, why have the base without any lands like that 2 instead of 1? I don't know what that means. If you're asking why not just pick lands with no buildings on them, it's because you will put 2 basic structures out regardless of if you choose lands with no buildings on them. What do
Oh,
use to
you
create the
mean
card?
why have it so that if you have no basic structures forced on you because of your lands, why have to have 2? I don't know. I mean, there hasn't been enough testing and we haven't really come to that, so I kind of just picked that and that's what feels right to me. I think like if you want to not have any or like as few as possible, you actually kind of have to deliberately play around that, I guess was my thought. You couldn't just like decide like I don't want to have any. Okay, so I look I can utilize this. You only have 1 land with a starting building with a basic structure, yeah.
We get a fun little structure here.
I need 3. I have a windmill. This will be my windmill. This is my.
And if anyone's wondering why we don't have meeples, figures, and structure pieces that all look exactly like the cards, because we don't have enough time.
Yes.
I'm very sorry about this.
I make a couple when I have like free time, and I think it's cute, you know. So I've only got like the maze knight, the cornface farmer, the feedling, and the waste walker. But corner. The doors have more. How many people are on our team working on this? On a fundamental level, it's just me, and then Grant helps me with playtesting and brainstorming.
Yeah, and then I do, and then Caleb does editing, and I do uh
Wow, yeah,
anything else. There's not a way to quantify what I do. I do anything else. There's
yeah.
something that needs to get
Everything
done, I go
else,
do it.
everything else. Okay.
Sure. Are you correcting my grammar? Or did I say something
Well,
fundamentally wrong?
anything else it sounds weird. It
Mm,
makes you sound more useless than you are, and I mean it's
oh.
not that hard to do, but
Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. There's also something that we've added that we've been messing around with, and it's these little side pieces here. They add context without flooding your side of the board with a bunch of pieces, and they are represented by these doors and door things on the board. So your opponent will be like, "Oh, I don't see any creatures for that. What do those do?" They're displayed on the board, and then you can just hand your opponent this piece, or they can come over and read it, and it shows you what the creature structure does.
so technically, however, these cards this isn't like a new mechanic. Like if you had like a bunch of these cards, you would still technically put like these, you know what I'm saying? Like they would go and represent the thing below, but there's so many of them that it you might as well just put them off to the side. So functionally this isn't like a mechanic or anything to put these to the side. It's just like rule wise, we're not going to give you like 80 door cards in case you have 80 doors on your deck and on your field, because you could have like up to 10 on the board. There's no point in polluting your board with that. You just put the card to the side. So it's more of a convenience thing than like a mechanic.
I only know one person who says grunt don't love us. Is that Botacat with a new YouTube name?
Probably. Yeah, they've always had that YouTube name.
Oh, really? New profile
You can
picture?
tell because the U.U
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. There's only one person I know that speaks like that. All right, so
speaks.
we've got our setup here. Got our setup here. What's the next step we do, Card Boy?
We draw cards.
Oh wow, you're so smart. You're so smart.
I just ended the life of a bug on my hand.
That's
It
awesome. All right.
was causing a disturbance.
All right. And now we do the
Oh yeah.
the simple flip, heads or tails.
I want heads. I get
It's
to go
heads.
first. We haven't played it, but I've forgotten how to play. Okay, I'm gonna.
We played recently. Actually, no, we were at Gen Con. That's fair.
So yeah, we went to Gen Con, everybody. My best experience was I
Getting trampled by 5,000 people.
was sitting in a hallway next to like a bench and listening to like a guy talk about how he was a veteran, and then when he like was what's the word for it, when he was like training or like trying out or whatever, they like kept like every time he'd like do amazing and they'd like take him to like some new secret area, and then he'd do amazing and they'd take him to like the next level, and then he'd do something amazing there and they take him to the next level. and then, and then there was like three of them, and then they presented the contract to him, and they were like, if you any one of you who wants to walk out now can walk out, and there was like two of them walked out, it was just him. I don't know, it's really funny.
Wow. That guy must be really cool.
It's so funny.
That guy must be really cool.
Just the
Next
progression
video's
of it.
on the 16th.
Yeah.
Next video's on the 16th.
I need to think.
Of course you do. In
I'm
the meantime, I guess I'll answer questions.
gonna play the harvested pikeman.
All right.
I need a
Also, a new rule that we've introduced to balance turn one a little bit. You can't cross the kingdom divide, which is currently this blue line here.
yeah.
You can't cross it on the first turn. Them's the rules.
Them's the rules. Them's the breaks. Okay.
Are you building a seal deck on the fly in chat? All right.
Okay. Yeah. I mean it, and then like superimpose, like, you know how you could say like knight to e5, like you can play chess without even like touching the board or being there, right? Just describe what you're doing to beat Grant superimposed over what I'm doing with your cards, okay?
Describe what you're doing to beat Grant superimposed with my cards. Who are
With
you? Are
your
you talking?
cards.
Who are you
The
talking
person
to?
making the seal deck.
Oh, win
Uh,
oiled upstream. Oh man, good question.
and then I'm gonna play
Um,
Scarecrow. Scarecrow
okay,
Oracle. Uh,
okay.
that's my Scarecrow Oracle.
Is it my turn?
No.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay. I will discard and draw. Okay. So I'm going to play um where do I play this guy? I'll play the Ding Dong Ditcher here. Welcome. And then I am going to play I'll play Key Beast right here. I will I'll floop Ding Dong Ditcher to make a door here, which becomes a door thing.
Oh my god, you mean a vault thing?
A vault thing. Yep, that's the one. And then I will I think I will attack this. I will pair. We can talk about combat. It won't really matter here, but I'm just going to pair off these feedlings with these door things.
Okay. There will not be like fused cards with like duo colors. At least I don't have any plan for that.
Yeah, it would be very hard to.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to figure out properly.
Okay. So all this is gonna trade, correct?
No,
No,
they don't
my
have any
feedlings don't have any
damage.
damage.
They don't have any damage on this side of the board. So your feedlings die unless you have a response.
Do I have a response? No, I don't. Well,
Okay.
well, I have a wheelbarrow.
So you can save one of them? Wait. No, that doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it won't do anything.
All right, so your feedlings die. My vault
Yeah.
things are on each land. And I pass turn. Go ahead.
Okay.
Don't forget to discard face
I
down.
know. I need to discard first. I was going to discard this one. Discard. I'm in a very good situation. This is going to be a good
Okay.
long game.
What does that mean?
I should have done this turn one. I can't. I mean, you can't see that. I'm talking to the adoring fans.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We do. We have a couple names that we've settled on that we like. We actually don't really want to stick with the Card Wars naming because then it'll just kind of be we'll be trapped to it forever, and where we wouldn't have any creative expression over doing anything with the game in the future with expansions or any other fun stuff like that.
I have a very bad hand. Hmm.
The physical version will have these same. They're called meeples, and they will also have
I'm gonna
meeples.
play overwork. So I can draw cards equal to the number of creatures I control. Do I reveal? Reveal, yeah. Then I get to take one, discard the rest.
So you got one for one.
Yes.
Short answer: yes. There will be little meeples like this, and we'll try to have as many as possible that represent each piece.
Also
You will be
6
able to get
silos.
those. All right. All right.
Let's. I don't know. That's the palace, right there.
Okay.
And out with him
Jealous
comes
of
Star
2
Strider,
silos.
which gives
So you
me a
get a
husk
husk,
to my hand.
and this
Is
guy
a-
exhausts. Okay, cool.
And then the Star Strider needs a piece. He will be this.
Sure.
And I think oh, new thing with the husks, by the way. When you discard a husk, you select one of your creatures to take 1 damage because they were too good. So now you have to be conscientious of when you discard them, and it also forces you to be aggressive with your creatures if they're going to die anyway from using the husks. So I may have already said that. I don't know.
Maybe.
I am going
What's your
to
game plan?
activate active. Do I want to leave? I'm gonna activate this guy to go here, the knight, and then I'm gonna activate the harvested pikeman to go here and fight your vault thing. So the harvested pikeman's gonna take 2 damage, right?
All right. In response.
Okay, yep.
In response, I'm going to play Closet Monsters. Place a door on the land with a target enemy creature here. So I get to put a door down here. And then I get to move. Then you may move an enemy creature there to any other land that has a door and or cancel its actions. So I'm just going to cancel its actions.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Yes, I am. Scarecrow Oracle's too vague. I was reading it in response to it. We've never used the Scarecrow Oracle. It just hasn't come up.
Yeah.
It's a little too vague, and it also would have required a lot of time rewinding if I had chose to use it just then.
Yep.
So we'll figure that out.
We'll leave it for now.
I
Okay.
discard a husk, so that goes here, and
Wait, why?
because I have to turn my turn, right? No, it's not your. Yeah, okay, never mind.
It's my turn.
Your turn now. Your turn now.
All right. I'm gonna discard a card. I'm gonna draw a card.
I'm a confused person.
Okay. Floop.
This is my palace.
Okay. We're gonna get. I'm gonna floop to get a door here, and then we are going to ooh. Okay, so I think I am going to what to do. All right, I am going to go with the. What does that do? Okay, I am going to get these 2 guys. Actually, that's not true at all. What's here? An oracle and a
Silo
and a
palace.
silo. All right, I'm gonna move my first guy here to your silo. I'm going to activate this door to move Key Beast. I don't have a piece for Key Beast. Key Beast?
Key Beast piece would be here.
I will be activating them to move here, and they will be attacking your harvested pikemen. And then I will move 5 HP. I will move these 2 to attack your old windmill.
I'm frowning right now.
I'm currently frowning.
I am currently frowning. Okay, so my windmill's gonna die. What are you fighting here too?
Your pikeman's gonna die to Key Beast, and your silo's gonna die to door thing or vault thing.
Okay. So silo destroyed.
Silo destroyed.
Pikeman killed. I get a husk from Pikeman.
I'm gonna add in the description to this door vault that it gets +1 attack. So if you
okay. You could put it in its name.
Yeah, I will. I thought the description would pop up. +1 attack. Okay, so this is a 3/1 now.
Okay. Yeah.
And then your pikeman dies as well, so that goes away.
Oh
And
my
this goes
god.
away.
I forgot
And
to put
everyone's
feedlings.
happy.
I forgot to put feedlings at the
Every
end of my turn.
everyone's happy except for you.
I would have changed the entirety of that turn.
No, it wouldn't have. They don't do any damage.
Well, you would have had to assign to them.
That's true.
That's
But I would
fine.
have. I still would have assigned to your pikeman, you know?
Okay.
All
So
right. It's your turn.
I
Let's get these silos out of here.
I discard a husk, and this guy makes a damage. And then I draw a card.
Does anybody want to know the stats for the art competition? Do you mean like how many have been submitted for each? Because I would like to know. If that's what you're offering, I would like to know that.
Vodka, you're so mean to me. Simplifying me and Grant's emotions to contrast. I play Field Vermin. It's a
Okay.
little.
That's a fun one. Did you discard a husk?
Yes.
Did you assign damage to your
did,
guy?
I did. Look at it. Look right there.
Oh,
See that damage that he took?
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Oh my
was
God.
reading the chat like a good streamer would.
Yeah, I was too, and I actually read it before you. All right.
I know.
I'm gonna.
Don't worry. We
I'm
know
gonna
there was a
floop.
CardWars mobile game, and we
Floop.
know it's been taken down. Okay, you're flooping. You're activating.
I'm flooping, and it kills this. Whichever one of yours is the Prophet
You're
Kneeler.
flooping.
And he moves to an adjacent land of the enemy kingdom, deals a damage,
Oh,
and if he does,
okay.
he resets. He kills.
Okay, so Prophet Kneeler dies,
Wouldn't
and which
all
means that
wouldn't
this
that be
door,
dead because Prophet Kneeler was alive?
this door
Okay.
dies as well.
Okay.
That door goes away.
And
23 key beasts. Holy shit. Thank you, Stark. I appreciate that. That's awesome.
why were you counting? Like thank you.
Well, we needed a count because there needs to be at least 8 in order for there
But
to.
were we not counting?
I wasn't counting.
Well, we passed the minimum for everything but door to the vault.
You need hologram. Why do you need hologram? Riddle me this.
Hologram in Tabletop Simulator? How
Yeah,
is this
hologram
different than
in
a
real life,
hologram?
or- That's what I mean. That's like, what do you mean by that? Sorry, was that your whole turn, or like, are you doing something else?
No, that's not my whole turn. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do though, because but I don't want to lose.
You're gonna lose. I'm gonna make you lose.
In front of all my fans.
Also, you don't have a piece down for wheelbarrow.
I never did.
No, you never did. No. Physical game first. Physical games are top priority. We're currently working on it right now.
God damn it. Is this...
Mustafa, I'll make you a deal. If you can fundraise us, because we've done the math, if you can find us someone who's willing to fundraise us $1.8 million to develop and conceptualize a hologram board with the full CardWars
This
features
20%
for all
transparency?
programs,
You want it like...
we could sell it to anyone for $8,000 a unit after $1.8 million of development. That's the deal.
Oh,
That's the deal.
the way these structures work doesn't...
What did you do?
I was making it to, like, you know, this one I could make like,
Mr. Beast! Mr. Beast!
there. That's the hologram you wanted?
Stop.
20% transparency?
Mr. Beast
David?
or Elon Musk is
Devin?
gonna fund our hologram board game. All right, sounds good.
I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm just gonna delay my losing.
He said fans, what fans? We are only here for your co-host. Brutal.
Yeah, my co-host.
Brutal. It's brutal both ways. I'm just a co-host here.
Well, yeah, I mean that's how it always has been.
I know.
I can't corn him out.
I know.
I'm
Corn
trapped.
them out. Corn them out.
I don't know what
The
to do.
doors did the door thing. They did their complete board control thing. It's very funny.
Yeah, and I
Very
didn't
silly,
have
very
enough
funny.
creatures. I'm gonna. No, I'm not. I'm gonna.
No, I'm not.
He's reset. He can do more. I don't really care. I mean, what happens if my barn is destroyed? Discard a husk.
Do you have a husk?
I do.
Oh, that's tough.
I
You also didn't
know.
have to tell me that.
Well, sure. I'm sorry. Can we
It's
start
okay.
over?
Is this first game gone? It's over.
I
It's
don't. I
wrapped.
don't know how to recover this. I
Are
will.
you not good enough, huh? Huh? Come on, card boy. You made the game.
I did.
I did make this game, and I'm losing.
I did do the game.
All right.
I will
Well,
make my vermin. Shucks. I'm gonna make my vermin and my guy activate and both go here.
okay. So they're gonna attack Key Beast.
Yes. And so the way the combat works now is it's not going to be very well exemplified here because there's not enough things to assign. But you pair off things. So my it's not going to matter because there's only two. But I'm basically just going to pair them both here.
Okay.
And you're going to take a total of 4 damage. And then I
have
choose
6 health.
and I distribute how much damage to them? 4?
4.
Okay. So they're
They
both
both
going to
die.
die. Except if
Alright.
field vermin were to die, I can discard a husk from my hand and keep it alive.
Oh, you're gonna
And
do
then,
that.
and then it'll take another damage because I'm discarding
Of
a
the
husk from my
husk.
hand. And then I keep a husk
Okay.
in my hand because this guy gives me a husk when he dies. So,
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
although fuck, this doesn't matter because well, whatever. I get feedlings,
At the end of
everybody,
your turn, you get Veedlings. Okay.
feedlings on all my lands.
Okay. Is it my
Swap
turn?
types so we can play a second round so we can see a corn win. Screw you.
That's brutal. Oh my god.
That's the meanest thing I've ever heard.
Oh my goodness.
I win sometimes. I was just got a bad draw.
That's awesome. Oh man. Okay. Is it my turn?
I'm
my
gonna try.
turn?
It is your turn. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to make a comeback.
Wow. Oh man. All right, we're gonna floop. We're gonna get another ding dong ditcher down here and floop both of them. We're gonna make 2 door things. 2 door things. All right. So I'm going to. Is that all I'm gonna do? All right, I'm gonna floop this guy to make them take.
You're only watching one game that's not even complete yet, Flair. I'm the one who admitted.
Oh man.
What is this +2ing? This isn't Derma.
Oh man, this guy's the #1 owner of our business, by the way. He's just losing.
Number 1. Yeah.
So, all right, combat time. You ready for combat time?
I'm ready.
All right. So, I need another one of you as well. All right. So, we're going to we'll get this done. So, door 1 going to pair up with Feedling. How much health? Yeah, so door 1's going to go there. Key Beast is going to go here. And then door's going to go here. And these 2 doors are going to go here. Any countermeasures?
Countermeasures. Can't I choose the second? Well, I would have had to assign it there anyway. Countermeasures. I will floop wheelbarrow to heal field vermin for 1.
Okay. Big damage. Big damage.
And the
Doors is not the rushdown element. Caleb is just fumbling right now.
I'm not good at card games. Also, I didn't get enough creatures. I'm gonna die.
Do you have anything else to do? Okay,
No.
so Key Beast dies. Vermin dies.
Vermin,
Feedling
discard
dies.
Husk, and Vermin is now on 1 health.
Okay, well, so Feedling goes away, this Feedling goes away, and then this structure goes away. Because this is 5 damage with this +1 attack door. And this +1 attack door is now going to be a +2 attack, +1 HP door. Oh.
Is
And
what canon? That Corn listens to pop music?
is this canon? Okay, so then this goes away as well.
I think that'd be
This
like...
goes away.
That'd be like humans listening to like flaying music,
And then this
what,
goes away.
right? I don't.
What is flaying music?
It's like torture, like people dying, like you know, popcorn doesn't like. I don't know. What would Corn listen to? What would Corn enjoy listening to? Current list of elements. The original set.
I got this.
Okay, Grant's got it.
I got this.
It's my
Don't
turn,
even
right?
worry. Hold on. It's your turn. Yes.
Okay, so I discard draw.
Blue corn, wheat crystals, acumen, lizard holes, torpor, learning, frozen lakes, doors, nightmares. Doors and nightmares are the 2 community voted ones. 2 days from now, we'll have a final vote between cooking, introspection, spores, and paint. And then that one will be in as well.
Why do I deep think a joke?
Why do you deep think a joke?
I don't know.
Good question. What are you doing now?
I'm gonna.
This is not looking good for you. Somehow I've become the horde. I've become the horde over here. I will say Quarry is awesome. Quarry is really cool.
Quarry's a land. When you put a door there, it becomes
Quarry just legitimately allows doors to play in an entirely different way than they did before, and it's awesome. And that's kind of the intention with the lands, is so you can be creative.
I play Harvesting Hellion here.
Oh no! What is that thing?
Hellion. He's like a character. I don't know. I'm not gonna try to think of a joke.
It's a
he already looks funny enough.
Yeah, I know. That's why I pressed Alt and I zoomed in on. I'm like, what is that thing? All right, what do you got? What do you got for me, Corn Man?
No cards in hand for 1.
Okay.
And I'm gonna floop Wheelbarrow to give this guy back to full health.
Okay. And then what?
And I'm gonna advance.
Onto my Ding Dong Ditchers?
Yeah, onto your Ding Dong Ditchers, you swine.
No! Okay,
They're both.
well, are you pairing them off?
Yeah, pairing them off.
No! Oh, the Key Beast is dead, sorry. Alright, well, rest in peace, Ding Dong Ditchers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tell him. You tell him.
These guys are both on 1 health.
Yes.
And Harvesting Hellion has Berserk, so he's gonna go like, you know.
Is it my turn now?
Yeah.
Okay. So how much health? Okay, so this guy is 4, so they go there. That goes there, and then
I don't know what. I'm not like the authority on Corn. Go ask Corn.
This goes here. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here. This goes
I just
here.
make
Good
the
game.
armies.
Good game. Not really, but good game.
You're so mean to me.
Yeah. All right. Well, reset. We'll play one more for you guys. We'll play one more. I'll play Corn this time because you guys want to see the winner's perspective. Yeah, take your cards. Go. Get out of here.
No comment. No comment. Okay. This is gonna give me Ding Dong Ditchers. This is gonna give me Fairies and Knights. And this is the thing that Grant was using to screw me over. Hey, stop being mean to me, you guys.
That was sad.
We don't have to do a stream where we play this game on stream anymore. We don't have to do it.
I can stop doing this for you guys.
I can stop making the game.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that. You would never do that.
One fairy and one knight. I want to see more fake appreciation for me.
Fake appreciation. I want to see.
I know it's not real, so
parasocialism.
I'm not gonna act like it's real because I know it wouldn't be real. Because I'm telling you to do it. But
if you would be so kind.
Yeah, I want it. Hallway seeker.
All right.
What is this? What does the chamber do again? Yeah. It doesn't really matter for this. Hallway seeker and a basic structure. Vault thing and a basic structure. Door citizen is a basic structure. Door health, lock mod. This is my deck. This is what I add to my deck. It's a little bit complicated because I'm like messing with tons of cards. You wouldn't have to do this to start of every game, by the way. This is thank you guys. Oh my god. Oh, you guys are so nice to me.
Oh wow. Door 'em out. Yeah, door 'em out. That's what I say. Okay, so we're gonna add all these in here. It's gonna be great.
What am I doing? Structure. I need 4 basic structures. Okay. 4 basic structures, 1 citizen, 2 hallway seekers. Right?
So far so good.
Graveyard gates. This is my setup, except I also need a vault thing. But that's fine. Get rid of these.
I will be so nice, and I will let you go first. That's how nice I am.
Is that nice?
I think so. Typically going first is good.
I mean, I don't know. It's probably.
Usually going first in card games is good.
I'll go first in card game.
Right, go ahead. Go first in card game.
I need to set up. I'm still figuring it out. You need to as well.
Well, I have all my pieces, you know? Oh, whoa, where'd that guy go? All right.
I want... Let's just spread everything out. We'll just put the structures as our... See, if these were like slightly differently colored fronts, it'd be nice. I have so much confidence.
You have so much confidence. I believe in you.
This is my 10-door house. This is my lock monolith. This is my tree. And this is my graveyard of gates. Cool. And I need
my setup is good to go.
I need a vault thing. I need a seeker and a citizen. Here's a citizen. This will be seekers. 2 seekers. Okay. This time I'm gonna win. This time.
Are you gonna win this time?
There will be lore, but I mean I don't know.
We'll make a whole comic book series just for you.
Yes. That's what we'll do.
All right. Maybe letting you go first is a mistake. Go ahead.
Okay. I need to draw cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes.
Yes, of course.
This wording has broken since adding basic structures. It's okay.
We have your words.
What did I say? I've already forgotten.
Yeah,
Am I gonna be held
the
accountable
comic
to something?
book thing. It was
Oh,
the
okay.
comic.
I fear my biggest fear is being held accountable to things I've said in the past. Don't read into that.
Okay. Whoa.
I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna play a door fairy here. Top of my.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use this card as it's written, which doesn't work mechanically anymore, but I'm still gonna do it.
Oh, you are.
Yeah,
Okay.
you've done this to me before. I'm gonna play Door Wizard, and then I'm gonna floop Door Wizard to destroy a target structure I control, and turn it into a vault thing. And
I mean, I will happily do that.
No. Pillage is a mechanic that only procs if you have a creature there.
But what?
It doesn't happen. It happens when it's destroyed if you have a creature here.
You are really all right. This is so inconvenient. All right.
Yes, it is. And now that is my turn.
Okay, my turn. I still get to discard this godforsaken card that doesn't work.
I need a
draw.
Wizard.
Okay.
Who shall the wizard be? This looks like a wizard.
Oh wait. Wait, this is awesome. Hold on.
A trash talker.
Oh, there's a way I could do this and just make your life terrible.
No, but look how good my board's. Look how many creatures I have on the field.
I see that. That's awesome. Okay. Let's drop Botched Harvest down. And so I'll get 2 Rotting Kernels. And we'll just put them... We'll put them here.
Rotting Kernel.
Okay, so I don't know if... is there a piece for that? No. Okay, I'll just get a regular... The old regular guys out.
So behavior. While you take your turn, behavior cards are kind of the same way with the economy. Are kind of put on hold for a second because I want to, at a minimum, iron out the core of the game and all of its functionalities before trying to slot in these mechanics on top of them. Because I think it makes them harder to test. Because we ended up just like never using them because we're always playtesting the cards and the elements and the combinations there. So if we were to add that third element, it just makes the testing impossible. So
right.
There's some trepidation there in my mind, just because like the way this game is evolving in the alpha that was already available, the game was so loose and so freeform that it already wasn't competitive. So adding that in just kind of like added on to that casual fun elements. But now that the game is so much cleaner and like closer to a finished state, it almost feels weird to add them in. Like I don't know, like it's like having like items in Smash Bros.
Okay, are you ready for this? It's devastating.
Nukes are not too powerful, but I don't there's no nukes right now in the game. Yes.
All right. Star Strider comes in. They're gonna come in here. I'm going to walk my Feedling and my guy and this guy here. And I'm going to play Cornucopia.
Okay.
All creatures in target land reset and gain +1 attack. Each creature gains an additional +1 for each husk you reveal from your hand. I don't have any husks, but they all get +1 attack.
Okay.
All right. And this guy's gonna move back here. They're going to floop, and they're going to kill your door wizard.
Oh, it's
With
my
their
rider.
floop
Okay.
ability. And then they're gonna unfloop, and then they're gonna floop, and they're gonna kill your door thing.
My vault.
And then they're gonna unfloop, and then they're gonna floop, and they're gonna kill your
Citizen.
the other door thing,
Oh, other vault thing. Okay.
other vault thing. And then they will unfloop again. And then the feedlings will walk back here. Okay. And then
Complication, being complicated isn't my problem with them right now. It's that they're this excessively casual elements that I really enjoy because I like non-competitive things. And it made sense when the game was even more like casual in like every other way. But now that the game is like starting to feel more actual, like lots of thinking and strategy and stuff like that is very possible. It feels weird to sort of fit that in. Because I was revamping them anyways, right? And I kind of thought that I'd at least put it on hold the same way with the economy, where I want to figure out the base game first.
can I attack your hallway seekers?
I mean, they're creatures.
They're flying. I don't remember how. Oh, never mind. That's not what flying does.
Yeah,
here.
flying
Okay.
doesn't. Flying has been changed. All it means, I even started using the other word. I just started using like swift or agile. I don't remember. It just means you can means you can enter lands with no creatures for free anywhere.
Okay, so Starstrider is going to come over here and attack that. And since Starstrider is a 3/2 because of that cornucopia, they would trade. And then Feedling is going to come over here. It's a 1/1. It'll be a 3/1 when it crosses. It is going to... this Feedling's going to come attack this guy. These two are 1/1s that gain additional attack based on how many creatures are in the land. So they would become 1/1s. That would both become 2/1s. So they're going to come here and attack your door fairy. And then this Feedling... what's this? Yeah, so then this Feedling's going to come over here and do 3 damage to that. And then the Maze Knight and the Waste Walker are going to come over and destroy this.
Okay. So this door fairy is going to destroy this door to go here.
Okay.
And be safe. I mean, this is going to die.
So then
These
all
guys are
your
gonna trade.
So yeah,
Am I
so
gonna
then
do
you're
anything
up
else?
this.
Wait, hold on.
If not, this door dies, but if you have a card, which I'd be surprised if you didn't.
But this door's not gonna die.
Well, this structure dies, which destroys 2 doors.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Do I mind that? Like, would I rather have creatures or doors right now? I'm gonna play... I'm gonna play Closet Monsters on this Feedling to cancel its actions and place a door here.
And you may move the enemy creature there to any other land as a door and/or... Okay.
Actually, no, I'm gonna place the door here because it's a door village. Yes. Yes.
Place a door on the land with a target enemy creature.
This is the village. The village can have it.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Okay.
So
and
then both of these die, right?
Yep.
Okay. So my Feedling dies.
This dies.
And then this dies, and I get a husk for it.
The cylinder dies. You can discard and draw.
So hold on, let me discard some stuff here. Okay, cylinder dies. I can discard, draw. I will discard and draw. It was not a husk.
There are no creatures or lands that directly interact with the behavior cards, and people have asked a lot. I don't think that there would be any creatures, structures, elements that interact directly with the economy either, because, well, that's based on the old system, I guess. Because now,
when we have a new system, we can answer that question.
Because as it was before, the economy was like an optional thing that you could sort of slot into the game. But so my intent was never to have anything that directly integrated with it, because then if you wanted to not play with the economy, that element could still be played.
This goes away. This goes away.
The board color. I mean, right now the board is colored like this because like
the show.
It's what it is in the show, and it's easy. I mean, I'm not gonna figure out anything like that. So I mean, I guess if this was a video game, maybe, but for a board game too, it wouldn't make sense because there'd be too much stuff to handle and deal with.
Okay, it's your turn.
Okay, I discard.
Have fun. To any of the corn enjoyers in chat, you're welcome.
Draw.
This is what corn does.
I will put revolving door here and key beast.
Oh boy.
And key beast. Then I will floop door citizen to move this door here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I forgot to give Fork Champion needs to take a damage because my guy died. But I got that now, don't worry.
God damn it. I don't know. I'm gonna
Are you having fun?
I am having fun. I'm having
fun!
I am having fun. I don't need you to question my ability to have fun.
What do you got?
An amazing attitude and a good friend named Grant.
Can we have copyright-free music? Are you not playing music right now?
Oh, is it not loud enough? I'm playing Risk of Rain music. The problem is, I think it needs to be louder for me to be like a good volume for you, but here, it should be.
I don't care. Forget about me. You got 80 other people watching you right now.
Well, sure.
I think too much, and then I don't do the right thing, and then I get sad. I'm Caleb.
Well, it's not so much that I'm thinking too much, as that I'm taking longer to think the same amount.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. Once we have enough cards to build a deck, I'm so sorry. I do not know how to pronounce that name at all. But once we have enough cards to build a deck, we'll have a step-by-step how to set up your board, get your deck put together, how combat works, everything head to toe. That video will go up right before the playtest goes live. And you're still not done?
Shut up.
All right.
Let's
go to the next
you here.
question. Okay.
I'm gonna attack here. I can't move this guy.
Door
it's
Fairy
just the
can't
fairy.
move.
Door Fairy can't
Fairy-
cross the border. He can divide.
Oh.
He can
Okay.
move.
So who are you attacking?
I want to attack.
All of them do 3 damage.
Yeah.
And they all have
I
1
don't know.
HP.
I'm just making a decision because you're pressuring me.
Well, do you want to take more time? I can answer more questions.
No, I'm gonna kill one of the because I mean this guy's weaker than the other ones. I'm gonna kill the stronger guy. And then
So because this is a super important question. How can Corn truly be complete without a Wolf P card? And
Wolf P?
yeah. Wolf P is used to deter deer from eating corn. Okay, anyways. Which one are you attacking? This guy here?
Yeah.
Okay. This one will die. One of my 2 rotting kernels will die, and then my fork champion will take another damage.
Yes. I'm going to lose, by the way. I don't know if you noticed. And then at the end of my turn, Keybeast is going to move here because of the revolving door.
That sounds good. Is Keybeast going to attack the barn?
No, it's the end of my turn.
Oh, sure. Okay. Oh, it's the end of your turn movement. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, my turn. I'm going to discard this Waste Walker, and I'm going to draw a card.
There won't be any random packs or anything. It won't be a collectible TCG. It'll be fixed cards you'd get from buying the game, and then expansions for future more decks.
Yeah, and there will be like foils and alternative art, but it won't be like, oh my god, I want to build this cool deck, but it costs $800. We are allowed to sell things. This game is completely our own creation. The only thing we can't do is use the name CardWars.
Yeah.
That's it.
And make
That's
it
the only rule. Okay. So my turn. Cool. I like this.
Strip Zombie, the playtest featuring all this stuff is gonna, and more, is gonna be at the end of this month.
Yeah, so you gotta wait on that. Okay. This guy has 1 health. So we are going to attack I'm gonna attack this wall again with him to kill it. This corn kernel is gonna go over here to attack your door fairy. And then I am going to attack this
revolving
what is
door.
this? Revolving door?
Sure.
I'll attack with both because I have to. And then I am going to do that. That's it. So these trade. I lose another health on Fork Champion. They go down to 2. Your door fairy goes. This wall goes, which means both of these doors go as well. And then your revolving door also goes away.
I don't have anything to duplicate anymore to get another door.
That's correct.
Well, like you remove the piece physically, but also
are you out
I
of
don't
cards?
have a way to, yeah, I am.
Yeah. Man. All right. Go away.
There's more pressure on me than usual. I can't play a game like this and think at the same and talk. And
boy. Oh man. Were the Blorgians a joke, or will you actually make them?
The Blorgians, I don't know. I'll think about it. They've got to like wind up to make a step forward, but if they actually pull it off, you're basically dead. I mean, I'm gonna
You're gonna blow up my barn?
I'm gonna blow up your barn and move my citizen to blow up to make a chip away at this.
I have to discard this husk, and now something has to take a damage. I think it'll be the Forked Champion.
Yeah. Oh, did your Fork Champion take a damage from the other thing dying?
It already did, yeah.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay, I'm gonna discard Silo. 6 silos.
This takes 1 damage too. Blorgian was a joke I made in the corn video, last video, about a hypothetical element where the whole strategy is just to walk forwards because they're so powerful. You don't even need to strategize at all.
Here, Kindred Kern right here. They're gonna be.
It's sort of just like a timer that you just put on your opponent. It's like they need to beat you by a certain turn while you're just like basically doing nothing. You're just like twiddling your thumbs. Otherwise, you win. It's like
so these guys are gonna go here. They're gonna attack your building. You don't have any doors, so it doesn't matter. And since Kindred Kern is here, creatures you control may enter here without activating. So this guy's gonna go here. And then I am going to I'm
frowning again.
Sure. Kibius is Berserk, right? No. Okay, that's fine. I am going to move that guy there, and then I am going to...
This is gone, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and then I am going to play... I'm going to play Feast. So these guys are... Oh, actually, let me read the card. +1 attack for each creature you control in the enemy kingdom. So these guys both get +2. So this guy does 3 damage in his own land now, and this guy does 3 damage. So I'm gonna attack your door citizen with my husk, or my kindred current.
Yes.
And your door citizen dies, and that's my turn. Good game.
Well, I can see.
Good game.
All right. So as you can see, that's how the game plays. If you played the playtest, I mean, it very visibly different, like quite considerably. And so I'm excited to see, because we'll play host in our tournament. And the games are much quicker too. The main thing that made these games any amount short, any amount longer, ends up being that we built our decks at the beginning of each game, right?
Jimbo's here.
Oh my god.
What's up, Jimbo?
Hi, Jimbo.
But I'd also like to say, while I've got 88 people's attention, wait, where are they? Where are the cards that you put in? The purple cards, where'd they go?
Oh, because I reloaded. Hold on.
Oh!
I have. Don't look at any of my other stuff. There you go.
Guys. Oh, we've got this cool stuff here. I shuffled it. So this is super secret for you guys. But it's actually our merch. It's our merch. We've got pins, we've got hoodies, we've got shirts. You buying this stuff directly contributes to us being able to continue making this game and making it a real thing to happen. So if you guys could purchase anything, I totally understand if you can't, but it's really high quality. You can ask anyone in our community post who bought it. They love it. And here's our merch on cards.
What are you talking about? No one has received it yet. It's pre-order.
What are you? No, the pins are pre-order. The hoodies are not.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, the hoodie. People have already. Somebody literally said, "Oh my god, this hoodie is so high quality. Who made this for you?"
I should know these things. This
That's
is what we talked about at the start of the stream. Grant, this is stuff Grant
I already
does.
said this to
I
you.
know.
I said this to you.
I know. It's like we said at the start. Like this is the stuff Grant does, and the stuff that I do is the game.
I appreciate your guys' support. Otherwise, I am happy to answer. I know. Money. I am also very broke right now. If you guys, you guys here, you heard it here first. I'll figure out a discount code that we can actually afford before we start losing money.
You can actually go right now to if you're interested, you can go to bigholes.gay.
Yes,
and that's
you can. That's our
there's all 4 of these designs. Each have a hoodie. Same with a shirt. They're embroidered patches.
Hold on. I got this.
You got what?
I'm gonna drop a link in our chat.
I'll drop it on screen. Hold on.
Oh, there it is. You can click on it. It's highlighted. You can click on it. Don't worry about the URL.
Yeah, don't think too hard about it.
Don't think too hard about the domain name. But it's great. We worked really hard and we had some awesome artists. Draw up a couple of these. Caleb did the lizard hole. The other 3 were done by some awesome people in our Discord. .gay is really funny. That's why.
Yeah, it's super funny.
It's super funny. That's why. But it's awesome. If you can't afford it, that makes, I can't either. So I get it. Autism spectrum disorder. Yes. So that's our final plug. I'm happy to answer a few more questions. Caleb's happy to answer a few more questions.
Are we going to talk about the main thing that no one wants to hear and we shouldn't talk about?
If we shouldn't talk about it, then probably not.
All right, cool. We won't.
Okay. All right. Once you finish finalizing some elements and getting art associated with them, are you going to add variant arts like in Marvel Snap or MTG? Absolutely. I think it'll take a lot of time to get some variant arts. Obviously, we need the
low priority.
.gay it was actually very cheap. It was $12 for a whole year. That was it. The renting of that. But we will absolutely get some art variants and some full art cards and some foil cards, and we'll have some. Your normal stream's tomorrow, Bodycat. It's tomorrow it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I thought it was Thursday. Say Wednesday. Today's Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
Okay, never mind.
Tomorrow, Bodycat. Don't worry. Wait, Flare Diesel. Wait. I'm waiting. $12 for a whole year. What is the thing that not be said? 365 divided by 12. It's 30 cents a day.
Oh my god.
You're right, that is expensive.
Bleeding me dry.
I said Thursday, Botacat. Today's Wednesday. Is today Thursday? Am I going crazy? No, it's Wednesday. No, so, and yeah, with the merch, it's not that expensive. I went on maybe an hour-long rant with Caleb when I was doing research for merch. After I figured out how much all this stuff costs, like, I could not believe how much these YouTubers were selling merch for. Like, I got angry over the price. 3 cents today, sorry. I legitimately got upset over the price. Of how expensive they were selling their shirts for.
Yeah.
Because they were doing these crappy print-on designs on the cheapest shirts they could find. We found one of the nicer shirts you can get with embroidered, which is obviously more expensive. So, like, it made me upset. But no,
so yeah,
it's
we're using the same source as a lot of these different people use selling merch, right? So we can see the literal, like, what?
Oh, sorry. You have to answer. What's your favorite color? Mine's purple. What's yours?
Mine is green. So
okay, go back. Go back.
Wait, go back to what?
Go back to what you were saying.
Okay, so yeah, we're using the same program to get these items, so we can see like, okay, here's this shirt, like the exact shirt, and here's how much it costs to make, and here's how much like the graphic we have on it, and then we can see other creators, and we can see that they have that exact same product, like they chose the same shirt, but so we know exactly how much they marked it up by, like how much
they'd sell their shirt for $85,
and we can like see exactly. It's like, oh, this shirt costs $25 to manufacture.
It does not cost $25. It costs like what, $18 to manufacture, something like that.
Yeah.
So now you guys know how much money we're making on each one, and you know how much your favorite creators that have fallen from good graces also make on them. Okay, Card Wars questions. We've got a few minutes left here of space to fill. Did you already playtest the elements? We did. This VOD is available though once we're done, and you can even go back because YouTube isn't Twitch and isn't terrible, so you can go back through this video and watch both. You can just watch me win both games so badly it wasn't even close. But the VOD will be available. I mentioned this before the merge drop, but what if Blur Games weren't an element, but we're a creature type that's in multiple elements, but they have overarching theme for those creatures? They could also just be part of a normal element, because that will exist.
The neutral element is what you're saying?
A neutral standard, neutral standard.
We haven't fully decided it. We haven't settled.
Okay, my bad. I jumped the gun there.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to send you back for some media training. That's fine.
My favorite, my favorite element is definitely doors. What's my favorite card?
I don't know.
I'm thinking. It might be Key Beast. Key Beast is awesome. I also really like Composer. Nope. Never mind. Forget all that. Locksmith. Locksmith is definitely my favorite card in the game. What are the planned nightmare mechanics? We don't have any.
Yeah.
We have not started developing nightmares at all. We're just focused on these first 4.
Most of the elements don't have anything at all.
Same thing with blue. We have no idea what we're doing yet.
And part of it might come down to like contrast too. So like some of the design motivation behind crystals and lizard holes is meant to literally be contrasting to what we have for doors and corn already, because we want that core set to be as diverse as possible. So like, you know, if we have an idea for frozen lakes or whatever, and then we've done 10 other elements, and it's like, well, this frozen lakes is kind of vaguely similar to something we've already done, well, then we'll change it, right? So we're kind of doing that.
And all right, rapid fire. Do you condone fan fiction for this game? Obviously, of course. Who wouldn't? Some advice for someone who's making a card game: have an end goal objective first, and then walk your way to that finish line. Caleb can give better advice on that.
Next up, development, finding decks. Which part?
Some advice for someone who's making a card game.
Oh, Don't get hung up on visuals at all. Don't think about presentation in any way, shape, or form. Just get the core ideas you want in place. And don't worry about balancing either, because the balancing can come later. Just think about like the key functions of the game. You know, just start moving forwards and just like throw the cards together. Don't even think about what's on them. Like when I made that first alpha playtest, like Mindhole Lizard, whatever, I just like wrote things on so that I could play it and I could test the base combat. You know what I mean? If the cards are unbalanced, whatever, it'll become obvious instantly, but you won't know until you've done that. And the other thing is that it's really easy to get trapped in the preconceived notions of Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering, and Pokemon. We play these games all the time, and so we feel stuck in their core concepts as like things that are ubiquitous, but, you know, break down what you want and don't just include something in your game because you feel like that's how it's supposed to be done. Every mechanic that you put in your game, analyze it, like look it over in your mind and try to be like, does this actually serve my game, or can I just take it out? Like, do I need for this game, it's like, do I need mana in my game, or did I just put it there because Magic has it? Do I need creatures in my game, or did I just put it there because Magic has it? You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. Obviously there are some things that you're going to want to have based on what you want to do, but don't let yourself get too hung up on the norms because of such an established game genre. All right, that's my input.
Next one. Will there be a tournament? Yes, there will be a tournament, and there will be merch prizes for the tournament when the playtest comes out. So do your best to build a good deck and come to that tournament to win some merch. 23 submissions for that's not a question. How much will decks cost if it becomes a physical card game? I have no idea at the moment because I'm not sure how many cards will be in each element. I imagine you'd probably have to get the figures, the meeples separately. It would come with some basic figures, but not any custom meeples. Otherwise, it would be too expensive. And, you know, you're more than free to 3D print stuff, whatever you want to do. But a good ballpark estimation for 70-ish, maybe 80 cards between lands, spawn cards, and actual deck element cards. 80 cards, $25 to $30 a deck. What music do the corn people listen to?
I don't know. The corn people can decide that.
Quick.
That?
Oh, no. Gotta know. You
corn,
know you're hiding this.
Corn, they listen to reggae.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. VOD's going to be available shortly after this stream's done. Have a